What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay and we are locked in. This is the recap for Squid Game Season 2, Episode 5. Now, Episode 4 was 6 legs, and what's worse than watching the people before you do the tasks that you need to do is seeing where they failed and knowing that you may not have any strengths in that area and you're up next. So, obviously, we got 456001 and his group coming up in this episode, and we're going to see how this plays out because remember, everyone's thinking, let's end the games, but then you got half of the people saying let's continue the games, and everyone's always saying just one more game, but that one more game may be your last. But before we jump into this, we break down episode 5. If you like the Squid Games, if you want recaps that are quick, direct to the point, then you're at the right channel. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'm on that road to 75,000 subscribers. So I appreciate each and every one of you. But let's jump into it. This is the recap for episode 5 of Squid Game Season 2. The first group we have up for episode 5 in the 6th leg is the mother-son duo, the misfit who's very annoying, 044, the transgender lady, and the random person that she's just trying to find her way. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They're walking. This 6th leg is started, and we got to knock these games out. Some of them are easy. The throwing the rock is probably the easiest one. But remember, 5 minutes on the clock. If you don't complete it, RIP. First up is the rock game. Very easy. Just toss the rock, knock down the other rock. The sun is going, and he's nervous as hell. I don't know how he ended up with 007, but he isn't James Bond. He's James not fond of how to play these games. He nervous. His mama's like, chill, 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 chill. We got to make it. We got to make it. He nervous as hell, though. Missing, crying. Man, we ain't going to make it out of here. They end up knocking the rock down. Now it's game number 2. Grandma, she got to throw up the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's doing all right. She gets to 3. She fumbles. She gets to 4, she fumbles. She got to start over. Now, the son, 007, is telling mom, what I need you to do is get angry, get frustrated. You know, old girl that lives in our building, picture her. And mama went off. Mama had that built up energy. She'd been waiting to go off on somebody, and she ends up flipping them over. We look over at the worker. The worker says, complete. We made it. 2 games down. Now we get to the spinning top. You got to wrap it up with this yarn, throw it, and it's got to spin. This is 044. Remember, this is the first person that woke up 456, the very annoying one. She's here and she's messing up. She can't get it. Mom is talking about, do you know how to play this game? Well, 120, she looks at her, and what does she do? She's like, you're wasting time. We got a lot of time left, but we don't have a lot of time left. So she slaps the hell out of 44. Well, back out. And right there was the motivation that 44 needed. And right after that, she got that top spinning. Long story short, this team, they make it. 1-2-0. She had to do like a little hacky sack, kick it 5 times, but she didn't want anyone to look at her because she's a little nervous. She hasn't went through her whole transformation yet. So she made everyone turn around, but they end up making it through. They got the 5 kicks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They make it to the line with some time to spare. And good, we made it. Unfortunately, the other team that was going, they didn't make it. Laid them all down also. RIP to the other 5. Next up is our star of the show, 456001, the 2 Marines and the pregnant girl. Now, I don't know how this team all aligned like this, but this is the team that we got, and we got to work with what we got. We can't complain at this point. So everyone is getting prepared, and we know that 001 is actually the front man. So when we're watching this, we're not sure if he's trying to sabotage the games or he's just legitimately messing up. Because remember, he's running this whole operation. Things are starting off good. 4 minutes and 5 seconds are left on the clock. We're going around. We already to game 3. The Marine, he's up and he's nervous right now. But don't worry, 390 got his back. You can do this, Marine. So the guy, he's nervous though. You can tell that he's not really one that performs well up under pressure. But he's here. We got 4 minutes. Come on, it shouldn't take you more than a minute 15 to knock this out. Everyone's supporting him because at this point, you really can't yell at somebody and go off because you need them to be focused. You need them to be dedicated to the cause, and the cause is beating the game. Next game up is the spinning wheel. 001 gets there and he's messing up. He's dropping it. He's nervous. He's yelling at himself. Oh, come on, 001. You fucked up, man. Come on. Get right. You can do this. Come on. Our boy 456 is looking at him. Hey, do you know how to play this game? Are you all right? Are you nervous? What are you doing? And this is what I was talking about. You don't know if 001 is really trying to sabotage this. But then again, how would they know not to unalive him? Does everyone working here know that he's the front man? I don't think everyone knows what the front man actually looks like. So to me, I'm thinking he's trying to sabotage him. 001, they finally accomplished everything. The pregnant girl 222, we did it. The Marines, we did it. 456, we did it. They all make it with no time to spare, but the other team, they didn't make it. So at least we hear a little bit of money. We go do this next vote. We can go ahead and go home. But there was a lot of people lost during this 6-leg event. I know I would be upset if I got put into the wrong group. Back in the dorm, you start to see teams being formed. Alliances are being made. In 230, aka Thanos, and 124, they're still upset about that cryptocurrency. They want their money back. But right now, they're trying to figure out how much money they can make, and they're kind of predicting how many people didn't make it through the 6th leg, because they did see a lot of bodies drop, and they're waiting for a 456 group to come out. But what 230 is doing is basically building a hierarchy. He's going off the ages of everybody, seeing how young they are, and placing them in order from the youngest up to him being the leader, obviously. And we know 124 is a yes man, so he's with whatever, but 230, when he gets on those pills, he's a different type of individual. Then you got the old man and his crew. Now, they're all the ones that are voting for the next games. 300 million isn't enough for them. They are all trying to get at least 1 billion apiece. So they're sitting here and they're waiting for 456's group to come out to see if anyone made it, because they're waiting on the calculation to drop. And now they're looking and they see that 456 made it, him and 001. Remember, everyone calls 456 a weirdo because he said he'd been here before and he won, but he came back. So no one really knows if he knows the games, because outside of red light, green light, he doesn't even know what's next. So they're plotting against him. On the other side, when it comes to the soldiers, we know number 11, she's here and she's doing the game's work. She's unaliving everybody. She's head tapping. She's making sure that everyone is finished. Well, two of the other soldiers, they come in and they throw her down and they actually cut her face, because what she's doing is against what they're supposed to be doing. Remember, they're trying to save the organs. What she's doing is unaliving them, shooting them in the brain, so the bodies are useless after she gets done. So they're telling her, you keep acting up. We know you're the one that's doing all of this. You keep acting up, we're gonna come back and finish you off. But 11 she ain't no chump. Right now, 456's group, what they're thinking about is how they can get out of here. They all want to vote, no, we don't want to play anymore. They're also telling 222, when they get out of here, they're going to make sure that she goes to a hospital and they're all going to help her out. Now, what they're coming up with is, since more people said no last game, but we had to continue because obviously the vote was to continue to play. But since there was people that were willing to take less money last game and quit, the numbers should be in their favor this time to quit. So what they're trying to do is figure out, okay, who's left and who's actually going to say no on continuing to play. Now they come out and they let everyone know we're about to have the vote, and we had over 100 players that didn't make it through the 6th leg. Now you guys know the rules. This is a democracy. We're going to vote on it. Either you guys can decide, majority takes all, we can decide to continue to play or end the game. Now everyone is looking up and they're seeing, ooh, that's 400 million apiece. That's a lot, but if we play one more game and lose maybe another 50, how much more money can we make? So this is where the greed starts to kick in. Remember, all of these people here, besides 456 and 001, are here because of some kind of debt. They need the money. Now, we had a lot of people that said they wanted to quit last time. So 007 is up and his mom is like, okay, good. We know we're going to get this vote. He's going to vote no. But what does he do? He gets up there, and since he's in so much debt, he ends up playing again. He presses the circle, and everyone's looking at him. What the heck are you doing? He's like, well, I had to do it. I need the money. I really need the money. So this fool then pressed circle, and he done flipped. Man, you can't trust anybody when that greed kicks in. We start to see the division between everybody. The X's, hey, we don't need to play. All of us aren't going to be able to make it. And surprisingly, it's 0-0-1. Now, this whole time, I've been thinking he's trying to sabotage. Maybe this is some reverse psychology. Make people believe that he doesn't want to be here to see if people will actually flip. But he's telling them, we need to get out of here. It's enough money to start off. It may not clear all your debts, but it's more money than what you had when you came in here, and you'll still be living. So the X's, they're all together. The circles, they're like, nah, we need to play again. We want more money. It's just crazy. You got to choose your side. Let me know below. Are you an X or would you be an O after the 6-leg game? And as people continue to go up there and vote, yay, nay, yay, 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 nay, nay. You hear 100 in the circle. One more game. One more game. One more game. One more game. So they're going crazy because if you look at the odds, maybe you survive the next round. Maybe we lose 50 people. Now that's 50 more on top of what we already had. Okay, maybe you take those odds. I'm just not risking it again. But these people are over here, they're in a huge debt. One more game. One more game. The vote went through, and well, we're playing one more game. One more game. And right now it's up to 78 million per person. 255 people are left. They're getting their breakfast. It's some eggs. I think some milk. And maybe like a loaf of bread. Man, let me tell you, I know they in here starving. You in this room on these thin ass mats around people that want to continue to play the game when you just wanted to go home and you're thinking about the mess you done got into. Man, Merry Christmas. Another person that flipped was 390. This is 456 boy that he knew prior to even coming here the first time. And he's saying the reason he voted to play another game is because he had faith in them, that they worked so well together, they could potentially win another game. Everyone is sitting around like, dude, we all said that we were going to vote no. We don't want to play one more game. We don't want to try to work together to try to make it out of here. We want to work together and vote no, because these games, they aren't fair. Sometimes you got to go against each other. That's what we learned in season 1. But see, that greed is really nothing you can do to it. People going to have their own mind. 230 and his henchman 124, they're still harassing 333. I know there's a lot of numbers getting thrown around, but his baby mama is 222. And right now they're saying, listen, you're going to vote for us. You're going to continue to vote for us because we need to make that money. Now, they also seen him talking to 222, so they're kind of threatening him, saying, hey, that girl that we seen you talking to, if you don't stick around and help us get our money that you owe us, then we'll go after her. Now, some of the exes, they see what's going on in here, and they start defending them, saying, hey, what are y'all doing in here? Y'all not about to bully us. We don't want to play no more. 456 knows what's going on. It's starting to get closer towards the end of the game. We see that a lot of people really want to stick around. So he's telling them, we can't sleep in the beds no more. We got to start sleeping up under them, and we need someone to keep watch, because that greed that I keep telling you is going to kick in. People are going to start attacking each other. So we're going to need someone to stay up, and I got the first watch. So throughout the night, one person had to stay up for maybe an hour at a time just to protect them and be able to alert them if anyone is trying to sneak up on them. Now, this is where the game starts getting real, because not only are you playing the games, you have to survive inside of this dorm. Mama's really been helping out. She's the first one that discovered that 222 was pregnant, so she goes and checks on her. She wakes up in the middle of the night because she has to go to the bathroom, and remember, you can't be moving by yourself because we can't trust anyone. So they beg to go to the bathroom. When they finally get in there, well, she's getting close to her due date. And the mom is like, I can see what's going on. I could definitely help you out. But if you need anything, I'm right here. So these games are about to start getting tougher. And if you're immobilized because you're pregnant, we don't even know what these soldiers are going to do. Back to Junho, he's talking to the captain. He has a whole new crew together. They got 2 boats this time, and they're going to split up. They already know the islands that they didn't look at, so they're about to head out, and they're going to be out on the water for a couple of days. Hopefully the weather permits, because they only have about 3 days according to how many games are being played. Now they're talking about catching fish and eating out there. The captain said, nah, we're on high alert this whole time. Right now, they got to do what they got to do, because trust me, 456 needs backup and bodies are dropping. They don't even know if he's still alive at this point. 255 players remain. The next game is the 3rd game called Mingle. Now it looks like it's a merry-go-round, nice and sweet. Well, the rules are everyone stands on the platform spins. When it stops, there will be a number called out. Each one of these rooms are available. You just have to get the exact amount of people that they announce into those rooms in 30 seconds. So you need to get with people you don't know and get in the room. If you don't make it in the room, unalive. If it's not enough people in the room, unalive. If it's too many people in the room, unalive. So you need major cooperation. The merry-go-round starts. We clap our hands. We sing a song. La 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 la. So now everyone's spinning around. They don't know what's going on. They don't know how many people are going to be called. Lights go off and you're just spinning around. And the guards, they're in here with their weapons, just watching and waiting. All right, there you go. Episode 5 of Squid Game. Let me know what you think about this Mingle game. I already know that I'm pressing X every single time, so you don't even have to ask me if I will play this. But if we had to, let me tell you something. You need to get 5 or 6 people around you that you can depend on. So, hey, all right, if we need 2, boom, we can break off with like anything. Oh, man, this is going to get crazy. Let me know what you think about this game. Would you be down to play Mingle? And do you think you'll be successful? I'm Mode IJ. Tune in tomorrow for episode 6. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jamie on the beat, boy.